Namaste and warm welcome to Dr. Thejokrishna's Dental Health Clinic. I am Dr. Thejokrishna Pami, an oral healthcare mentor with nearly 2 decades of experience in the field of pediatric and preventive dentistry, currently on a mission to help 1 million people in the next 2 years to attain a state of oral health that can offer them total decay-free status. I hope you have come with your kid or for your dental treatment needs with a goal that my procedures, my treatment plan will heal your mouth. But in reality, there are two components of your condition. One, the damaged tooth or the condition which is causing pain in your mouth. And second one is, why did it happen per se? I and my entire team can help you in setting two goals to recover from it. One is to repair your teeth or your oral health condition. Second one is to guide you to get back your oral health, and in long term, never the disease returns to you. That is, I will set you in a path of prevention. There are two components what I said you. One, the real cause by which a symptom arised. For example, if you have daily headache, a mere painkiller is not the cure or remedy for it. You had to dig down to its core causative or the core reason. That could be a BP or that could be some metabolic condition which is triggering headache. If you solve this main cause, that is the BP core metabolic dysfunction, then you recover and you don't get headache at all. Similarly, your mouth had a defense shield that protected the teeth 24/7, and until the shield operated, you can never have dental decay. And when the shield was formed by the nature or designed by nature by millions of years of evolution, it made it unbreakable. So what is an evidence to prove that this shield is unbreakable is that this shield is bestowed to all the animals which has got teeth. They too have this shield, and in fact they don't brush a single day in their lifetime. They eat whatever nature gives them, but in spite of that they don't get a single tooth decay. Is a fact to prove that what I'm saying, the shield is unbreakable in design. Humans must be the only species in the earth, whole of earth, that has cracked the shield, end of which they are the only victims of dental diseases and dental decay per se in the nature. In fact, dental decay, that is tooth decay, is an unnatural condition. So we can finally conclude that tooth decay is actually a product of deranged oral environment. There something got deranged in the mouth, because of which the tooth decay began to appear. Now let's go to understand how this shield operates. In our body, the continuous state of cell death and cell regeneration. And when these both rates are in balanced condition, that means we are in a state of health. Similarly, in our teeth's outer surface, the enamel is also subjected to a maintenance force. There is a continuous state of teeth enamel dissolution happening at a microscopic level every day, and equal amount is getting replaced. Now, how does this happen? If you take any acidic diet like tamarind, lemon, vinegar, which are part of day-to-day food what we take, and when these dietary acids contact the tooth enamel, it by virtue of chemical reactions it dissolves. But it does not infer that the one who loves sour food will have high decay. We never heard this concept. So that means nature has made a remedy for this problem. It is, moment an acid contacts the tooth surface, the spit and the tooth material dissolves, our saliva or spit contacts it immediately and replenishes it. There is a remineralizing agent formed in our saliva naturally, which is designed to combat this demineralizing event. That means for every step of demineralization, there's a compensatory demineralizing activity. If these both are balanced, you can never get decay. This is the shield I was trying to propose. Hope you understood. Now, what does human do so unique to crack this unbreakable defense shield? Is one, we are the only species probably doesn't eat natural diet. Second, we are the only species who have such a frequent exposure of sweet substances in our mouth in every day. Now, intake of sugary or sweet substances in a high frequency, how does it result in collapse of the shield? One, for that you have to understand that what is operating on the surface of the tooth. If you don't brush your teeth for 2-3 days, if you take a nail and scrub the tooth surface, you will find a white jelly-like substance, which commonly is termed as dental plaque. In fact, it's not so. It's called as technically matured dental plaque. And probably knowingly, unknowingly, the entire public brushes their teeth to remove this matured dental plaque on a day-to-day basis. But in reality, in a healthy condition, the tooth surface is coated by an invisible biofilm, which is a product of the microbes which reside in our oral cavity. This is called as dental plaque, which is a healthy part of it. And there are almost 350 species of microbes in oral cavity, which have been in our mouth residing for millions of years. And the cavity provides an housing or residential spaces for these microbes. In return, they take care of the gum and the tooth surface health. So we are symbiotically related. That's what I want to say. We are symbiotically related. We require both balance to stay healthy. That means if the bacteria, if the 350 species of microbes, which are the natural healthy residents of oral environment, if they are in balance with each other, they are in sharing brotherhood and remain calm, that means oral cavity is stable or oral environment is stable. In fact, these microbes in their balanced environment are the microbial indicators of oral health. Now, in circumstances when there is increased intake of sugars and sweet substances, which result is actually a product of an addiction, then something deranges this balance. When an increased amount of sugar intake happens in the mouth, there are only 10% of these 350 species of microbes which can process or digest the sugar. That means they have access to a new energy source and they have a slightly elevated privileges. This gives them elevated survival advantage. Literally means that they got a boon. In microbial level, if even they get such small advantages, makes them immediately transform into a dominant species. Dominant species will immediately colonize a balanced ecosystem and disturb it totally. And this is exactly happens at the plaque level, that is on the surface of the tooth level. Now, since they have and also those bacteria which can specially digest sugar are able to produce a byproduct called dextrans, by which they can stick to the tooth enamel more tenaciously now. This anchoring mechanism didn't exist earlier, but now they have got this too. They are able to tenaciously adhere. There is no more competitive organisms beside them, so they super breed and they develop their own colony and become visible plaque now. So if you see a thick visible plaque in the mouth, it means more likely the oral environment is getting deranged. Having formed thick plaque, they are hungry now. You don't have to now introduce packets or cups or spoons of sugar into mouth. You can take innocent biscuit. When you take innocent biscuit and partake it, this hungry matured plaque sucks the sugars and stores it in its matrix. And intelligently, most of them people rinse their mouth, say with 1 liter of water also, and they have no sensation of sweet taste now. They think everything is fine, but the real sugars are hidden in the plaque. Now, whenever they are hungry, they will digest the sugars and excrete acid. Now, when they excrete acid on the tooth surface dissolves and the tooth starts to cry. please help me. Saliva comes as a natural defense tool to contact and extinguish this thing even, but now you got such a thick, impervious, water impervious barrier called mature dental plaque coating the tooth, preventing the intimate contact of saliva to the tooth surface, thereby rendering the original repair system totally ineffective. Now, acid is dissolving the tooth and remineralizing is not happening. Therefore, demineralizing activity overrides and remineralizing activity depletes. When this both happen, then this is the onset of dental decay. In time, so much material goes out beyond a point when it gets so undermined and it surface enamel collapses, and that's when you get a cavity. And when you see a cavity, it literally means the shield had collapsed 10 to 15 months back. This is the duration of time required for the shield to collapse and visible cavities to happen in the mouth. This is the brief understanding of the story of decay